Well, welcome to Fans Banter. Welcome to our Watchalong, our Friday night football, as Palace take on Man City in the Premiership. Looking forward to this game. Come on, Crystal Palace. That's what I say. The wife is inside watching Man City. But come on, Crystal Palace. Let's get a win. And that will make me happy. So listen, if you are watching us on repeat, please give us a little thumbs up. And perhaps think subscribe to the channel. Have a look for other stuff on the channel. And if you kind of fancy it, please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching if you're watching live, please do say hello. Say hello on the chat and let us know what you're up to. Let us know if you're a City fan, a Liverpool fan, a Crystal Palace fan, or just generally, football fan, and you just want to watch some watch-alongs. Let us know on the chat which you were and who you think will win. Do you think Crystal Palace will overturn City? Hope so. Anyway, there's a little bit of Liverpool news before we get into the game. The teams up there, they are the starting lineups. They're the confirmed lineups for both Crystal Palace and Man City. I see Liverpool fan channels going crazy during the week. Well, just yesterday. Bradley Barcola deal is sort of done, isn't it? I haven't seen any news today, just in from work. But yeah, Bradley Barcola is done coming to Liverpool. And I suppose we'd have to ask now, is that Cody Gakpo on the way out from Liverpool? That's a question that will be asked. We'll probably find out or have some idea if that is the case when we see the starting lineup tomorrow against Forest at Anfield. And we will be doing a live watch along of that. We'll be on live about 12 o'clock. About a half an hour before the game. So looking forward to that. But whether Cody Gakpo lines out for Liverpool tomorrow will probably give us some indication as to whether he's staying or whether he's going. Because if he's going to go, I wouldn't imagine they would risk him getting injured. Because there'd be a lot of money involved, wouldn't there? So speaking of money, how much money would Liverpool expect to get for Cody Gakpo if he did decide to go? Or would he like to stay? I would imagine Liverpool would like to keep him. Let's put it that way. But whether he would fancy hanging around at Liverpool now with Bradley Barcola coming in and Victor Munoz there and Rio Engamoa, whether Cody Gakpo actually fancies that sort of challenge, or would he be kind of happy to move on elsewhere? Obviously, Spurs being the team that's sort of being the one mentioned for Cody Gakpo. Me, I've said before, I'd like to see Cody Gakpo stay at Liverpool. I don't mind Cody Gakpo. I think Cody Gakpo is a good player. So figure-wise, with the price of players at the moment, you would have to figure Cody Gakpo somewhere between, I don't know, 75 to 80 million quid. That's what Liverpool should be looking for him if they are going to sell him, because nobody seems to be doing Liverpool any favours by letting players go cheaply. Liverpool obviously are rumoured to be still in the running for a couple of other players before the deadline. And I've stopped commenting on the transfers because it's just got so ridiculous now at this stage. So we'll mention them when they come, and because Bradley Barcola is coming, we'll say welcome. I wasn't a huge fan. I wasn't one of these guys that was like, oh, we got to get Bradley Barcola. Well, I was like, if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And we'll see what he's like when he gets here. I'll see there was a few Liverpool fan channels yesterday losing their shit over Bradley Barcola. One of them was like, oh, thanks for sticking with us. We told you it would be coming through. We told you it was going to happen. Sure, every dog in the street knew Bradley Barcola was probably going to move to Liverpool. Our sources, again, were once proved right. Absolute bullshit. I was watching another one that says that Bradley Barcola will become Liverpool's greatest ever player. I tell you guys, the mind boggles sometimes. Anyway, Bradley Barcola will not become one of Liverpool's actually they said Liverpool's greatest player ever. That is not going to happen. But he is here, and we wish him well. We wish Bradley Barcola well at Liverpool, but I certainly wouldn't be falling over my feet thinking he's going to be absolutely fantastic, because who remembers Florian Wirtz and who remembers Isak, who cost more money. And he's not exactly a nailed on certainty to be a success at Liverpool. And we won't talk about Florian Wirtz. Maybe we'll talk about Florian Wirtz tomorrow. We will see. So if you are new to the channel, we are a Liverpool fan channel. We cover other games as well, but predominantly Liverpool, and we'll be doing the live watch along, as I said, tomorrow on air at 12. If you do like some of the stuff we have on the channel, or if you are watching us tonight, please do say hello in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. And if you're watching us on replay and you get a little bit through the stream and you kind of fancy it and you say, oh, that's all right, but please do give us a thumbs up and probably subscribe to the channel. That'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic. So we just wait for these teams to come out. It's a little bit to go before we have kickoff. A little bit of time to go. So just a casual watch along, not a blow by blow account of the game. We'll be talking about this stuff as we go through. So what have we got here? Let me see. So the draw was out for the Champions League. We got Liverpool got Atletico Madrid. Inter, you couldn't write this stuff, could you? Curtis Jones gone to Inter and Liverpool get to play them. I think that's a way. FC Porto, Club Brugge, Villarreal, Fenerbahce, Lens, and LASK. LASK are the ones there I'd talk about. They're not a bad team. I don't know whether you watched the stream. Celtic versus LASK. We did that. That was a 3-0 victory for Celtic, and then they went 1-up in the return leg, and so that meant they were 4-0 ahead. But LASK actually ended up beating them, and a bit of a shocker for Celtic, to be quite honest. But I did watch LASK, obviously. I watched both games. We did a live stream of the first one, and they're not a bad team. I have to tell you, LASK are not a bad team. But all the others, Atletico Madrid, we know what they're like. Inter Milan, we know what they're like. So, and it'll be really interesting to see now what it's going to be like with Cody Gakpo. Oh, not with Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo on the brain again. With Curtis Jones now at Inter. That's going to be an interesting one. So they're the teams that Liverpool will play in the Champions League. It's going to be very interesting. It's not a bad draw, is it really? You kind of fancy Liverpool to do well in that. It doesn't really matter where you finish anymore. We all know what happened to Liverpool when they finished top and they lost one of the first knockout games. So it really doesn't matter. All that matters is that you get enough points to get through to the start of the knockout stages, because that's really when the Champions League starts. And anyway, once you get to the knockout stages, I don't know about the new format of the Champions League, to be quite honest with you. It's in a couple of years now, and I kind of fancied the other one, the other setup where you had the league systems. I know they say that this way leads to a lot more better games, but I don't know if it really does or not, because I think the teams have figured out now that it doesn't really matter where you finish as long as you finish in that cut-off point where you go through to the knockout rounds. And at that stage, it really doesn't matter. You know, you're going to play who you're going to play. Eventually, you're going to have to play everybody, or play everybody that's beat everybody else. That's just the way knockout competitions work. So yeah, so I think it's led to a bit of a. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's any better. That's what I'm trying to get. I don't think it's any better doing it that way than the way it used to be in the group stages. So the players are coming out. City have won. Crystal Palace have not won in 8 Premier League games either side of this summer. So they haven't had a win in the last 8 games. I think rather strange stat the way it was put up, but that's the way it is. So the City team, Donnarumma, as would be expected, I would imagine. Well, it is there in front of me. That is the team. Kusanov, Diaz, Guay, Guardiol, Anderson, O'Reilly. Hasn't been a huge success, I don't think, Anderson. Foden, Cherky, and Semenyo. And then the man with the short hair, Erling Haaland. So Haaland has never failed to score at Selhurst Park in his last 4 visits. Jack Grealish is not on the substitute bench. I wonder, is that an indication that he might be getting a move? Talk of him getting a move, so that might be a thing to keep an eye on. I think Palace could get a result here tonight, to be quite honest with you. I don't think City were that impressive in their first game. I mean, they got the win, but I don't think they were that impressive. So just about to kick off. Don't forget to join us for our Watchalong Liverpool tomorrow. Liverpool's first game of the season at Anfield. Take on Forest. We'll be live around 12 o'clock. And we'll take you through all the action of Liverpool as they play their first game of the season at Anfield. You can check out our pre-game video on our page there. We talk about the possible team selection that I think Iriola will go for, and score prediction. So check that out. Give it a little thumbs up on that. That would be great. And if you are joining us tonight, you're very welcome. Say hello on the chat. Hope you enjoyed the watch along. If you are watching us on repeat, give us a little thumbs up on the video. Palace is not an easy place to go and get a result, so I expect Palace to give City a bit of trouble tonight, to be quite honest with you. Palace have it in their own half, just out on the right. Yeah, they go backwards. Richards, Tomiyasu. Oh, a fantastic ball from Wharton. Iketia. Oh, gets a shot in. Donnarumma touches it down. Goes out for a corner. Great ball from Adam Wharton. Nketiah stands up the defender, goes around him, shoots. Donnarumma gets down to his right and touches it out for a corner. Not a bad start from Palace. Not a bad start at all. Ball comes in. Headed out by Holland. Pino tries to put it across. Foden kicks it up. No distance on it. Here come Palace again, just inside the box. Cuts inside. Headed over. Foden didn't clear it. Crystal Palace player turned inside. Kustanov hit his head. Goes out for a corner. So here we go. Another corner. Oh, easy for Donnarumma. Just hung the ball up too much. Quick throw out. Cherky just stands on it. He does that a lot, doesn't he? He just holds up the play and stands on the ball. He does that quite a lot. Guay has it now. O'Reilly. Anderson. Goes across there now to Mark Guay. On the halfway line now. Just keep going with it. Over into Palace half now. He's held up a little bit. Anderson now in the middle of the park. Gives it out to O'Reilly. Foden. And then goes backwards again. Typical slow build up from City. Going from side to side. Waiting for the moment. Anderson gets it there. He loses it. And here come Crystal Palace on the break. Wharton. Oh, Crystal Palace get held up. The ball got stuck under his feet. They got a throw out of it in the end, but they got held up. They should have done a little bit better there, to be quite honest with you. So, not a bad start from Palace. And we have the first long throw of the game. Over it comes. Ball drops. Volley. Mitchell volleyed it outside the box after it was cleared from the long throw, but bit of tame shot. Goes wide. So Palace having a little bit better of it so far. City haven't really got into anything yet. Wharton plays it back to the goalie. Oh. Henderson was a bit slow in getting rid of the ball, to be honest with you. Holland pressured him. O'Reilly. Great. O'Reilly again. Guardiola now Cherky has it. Semenyo surrounded by 4 players, but gets a corner out of it. Surrounded by 4 players, Semenyo, as soon as he got the ball. But he got a corner out of it. So it's City's first corner of the game. Anderson shoots. Great save by Henderson. Oh, in the 6-yard box. Comes across. Haaland sticks his foot on it. It gets cleared. Last minute defending by Palace. Haaland pokes his foot at a ball that dropped in the 6-yard box. And Crystal Palace player just gets his foot on it and gets it out. But here come City again. Mark Way has it just over the halfway line. Ends back up with Donnarumma. So close call from for Palace after having the better of it for the first 7 minutes. City get a chance and probably should have scored. Haaland didn't seem to make too much of a good connection with the ball, but Semenyo just inside the box cuts it back. Haaland again comes across. Henderson saves it. Foden, don't know what Foden was doing. It looked like all he had to do was tap it in. Let's have a look. Semenyo breaks into the box. Great. Cuts it across. Oh, I don't know what Foden was doing. He was waiting on the ball to come to him. Here come Palace now. It's opened up. Ball comes across. Diaz cuts it out. Wharton puts it at the back post now. Mitchell has it just outside the box on the left-hand side. He cuts it back. Put across. Headed out. But Palace pick it up again. Oh, lovely ball into the box. Oh, we had more time, but he was offside. Bright start from both teams now. It's after opening up in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Having a look at this chance for Haaland again. Anderson hits it. It's a great save by Henderson. And then there's a few players go for it. Haaland tries to toe poke it in. Who stops it? Great save from Henderson. A couple of players end up on the ground. Oh, it hit Strand Larsen's hand. That's what stops us from going in. But his hand was in a natural position. So no penalty. Here come Palace. On the edge of the box. Slows it down. Oh. Offside again. It's open. That's for sure. It is open. So, bright start. Palace kind of shading it a little bit, but the best chance coming to City. So, City tried to play out. Haaland comes very, very deep for Haaland. He might need a roadmap to get back to where he wants to be. Cherky. Guay. Diaz. Out to Foden. Out on the right. Foden takes on the defender. No, comes back. Kusanov puts it in. Henderson, easy for Henderson. Interesting that Foden didn't try to take on the defender, though, down the line. He decided to cut back in and play it backwards. A long ball forward. Comes to nothing. Søren Larsen's just eased out of it. Guay picks it up. Anderson now has it. Gives it across to Diaz. Diaz leaves the ball behind, but he goes back to collect it and now has it just inside his own half. Gives it to Guay. He gives it to Anderson. Anderson gives it out to Semenyo out on the left. 2 players on Semenyo straight away. Cherky is free. He picks it up. Anderson again. Out to Foden. Again, Foden doesn't want to go down the line. Kusanov gives it back into Diaz. Little play into O'Reilly. O'Reilly gives it back to Kusanov. He gets it back off him. Then gives it back to Diaz. A little bit slow from City. A little bit slow. Cherky. Back to Mark Way. They're not getting anywhere. They're just passing for no particular reason whatsoever. Foden had a couple of opportunities or a couple of chances where he could have took on the defender, but he refused them. And City just keep on recycling the ball, and now they've lost it. And here come Crystal Palace. Nketiah loses it, but it's a throw to City. Yeah, City just going across the pitch from side to side, not really looking to make any sort of cutting passes or anything like that. But it's out with Semenyo now. Let's see what he does. Faced up by 2 players straight away. He goes past one, doesn't get past the other. They have it. Wharton now has it. Lovely ball. Strand Larsen holds it up lovely. Nketiah makes the run, but the pass is poor. The pass is poor. So City have it again. Don't forget to join us for our watch along tomorrow as Liverpool take on Forest at Anfield, Liverpool's first home game of the season. And welcome to Fans Banter. We are a Liverpool fan channel, but we do, obviously, as you can see, do other football games as well. So if you do like the stream, if you are enjoying it, if you are watching us on repeat, please give us a little thumbs up or have a look at some of the other things that we've done. And if you kind of fancy it, please subscribe to the channel. That'd be fantastic. But you're very welcome. If you do get into the chat, please do say hello. We don't bite. We do not bite. I promise. Foden. Going across the pitch now. Anderson. Kusanov. I think that was a shot, but it wasn't a very successful one. The ball is bouncing around now. Palace clear it. Strand Larsen is trying to chase it down. They let the ball bounce and Strand Larsen picks it up. And he's still trying to bustle his way through. And I think somebody's going to get a foul. It's Diaz. But Mark Way and Diaz both let the ball bounce. And Strand Larsen uses his big frame to unsettle them both. And nearly got away from them. Nearly got away from them. Just don't let the ball bounce. Don't let it bounce, guys. Just put your head on it. Donnarumma. Now City. O'Reilly has it in the middle of the park. Still going O'Reilly. gives it into Foden. Foden comes back around again, gives it back out to Anderson. Anderson goes to Mark Way. Semenyo puts it across. Haaland! Oh! 1-0. 1-0. Great ball from Semenyo. It started with Foden. Foden recycled it out on the left. He came back. It was played across. It ended up with Semenyo. Semenyo put a cross in, and Haaland gets his head on it. It's a looping header and goes over Henderson's head, and that's 1-0. 1-0 to City. Yeah. Semenyo puts it in first time. Haaland gets up, controls the header, loops over Henderson, and that's 1-0. Great goal. Very good goal. So there you go. City off to a good start. Getting the goal. And I think that's probably Haaland's second or third touch of the ball in the first 17 minutes. But that's Haaland. He doesn't need to touch the ball an awful lot. Doesn't need to touch the ball an awful lot at all. And the new haircut, is it his first goal with the new haircut? I think it might be. Haaland scores his first goal with his new haircut. Because I don't think he scored in the other game, did he? So the new haircut is working for Haaland. It was a good header now, in fairness. It really was. He cushioned it off his head really well. Very good. Very good. So, what do Palace do now? Because, they started well and they were causing City all sorts of problems. But City just being City. I think it was, I'm not correct, but probably Haaland's third touch off the ball in the entire first 17 minutes or so. And one of them ends up in the back of the net. He probably should have scored another one earlier on when the ball hit off a Palace defender's hand to stop it from going into the net. But I suppose because the hand was in a natural position, it wasn't given as a penalty. But if it hadn't hit his hand, it would have been a goal. And Crystal Palace, maybe for all their hustle and bustle in the first 17, 18, 19 minutes, they haven't had really a clear chance on goal. And I suppose that sums up the game a little bit. Cherky is given out because there was a foul. He wasn't happy with it. So Palace, Semenyo tries to press him. Oh, and he loses it. Nico Riley picks it up. Now it's Anderson. Anderson's breaking. Gives it through to Semenyo. Semenyo's on the edge of the box. Puts it across the 6-yard. There was 2 City players at the back post. And they were lucky that a Palace defender just gets a little clip on the ball, which takes it away from them. But here comes City again. Foden. Yeah, he doesn't want to go down the line, Foden. He just doesn't want to do it. He keeps coming backwards. They've gone over the other side now. Now Semenyo has it. Let's see if he goes down the line. No, he plays a little pass in. Diaz. Semenyo has it again. And he goes down the line. Something that Foden is reluctant to do so far. Guardiola, great ball to Anderson, a good ball to Haaland. Haaland gives it back to him. Foden! Foden should have scored. Should have scored. There must be something confidence-wise with Foden. He's clear on the back post. Haaland, Anderson sees him, sorry. And Foden tries to hit it first time. He's on his own. He's about 10 yards away from goal, but he puts it over the bar. It's got to be a confidence thing, because we were just mentioning Foden was reluctant to go down the line. He keeps coming back in, looking for the easy pass. And that may be just an indication that at the moment Foden is just not feeling it. But with the talents at Man City, Foden would want to start feeling it pretty quick, to be quite honest with you. Or he might find himself City, or Riley shoots, or Foden might find himself sitting on the bench. Nico Riley, lovely little, I don't know what you call that, but a flick through to the Palace defender's legs. Gets a shot off, but he pulls it to the left. Right, here come Palace, but they lose it on the halfway line. Cherky comes across the pitch with the ball. Ends up with Foden again. Let's see what he does now. Yeah, goes backwards. I mean, you think I was a Man City fan, but I'm not, obviously. But yeah, Foden should do better when he gets the ball. He has to mix it up a little bit. He can't just keep getting the ball and then just giving it back to Kusanov. It's just not right. And if he doesn't improve himself, he'd be substituted in this game, and it wouldn't be surprised me if it was at half time, to be quite honest with you. So here comes City on the halfway line. Haaland goes out for a Palace throw, comes off Haaland. Haaland doesn't agree. Doesn't matter what you think, Mr. Haaland. It's what the referee thinks. And here we go. Palace now. Tamayasu. Nketiah gone a little bit quiet. So we have a free kick to City, just parallel with the 18-yard box, about 2 yards in from the touchline. Cherky is standing over it. Palace have a 2-man wall. It's just going to be hung up to the back post, surely, for the big men to go for it. Here we go. Ball comes across. It's up at the back post. Henderson comes out. Good punch. Goes out for a corner. So we have a corner now on the right-hand side. Foden is going to take this one. Another opportunity now just to put the ball in the box and see what happens. Haaland is pushing Strand Larson around the place. Ball comes across. Headed out. Great clearance header. Ends up with Anderson out back on the right-hand side again. Back to Foden. Foden gets confused in what he wants to do, but he ends up going backwards, giving the ball back to Donnarumma. Anderson. Diaz has it. He gives it all the way across the other side to Mark Way. He comes into the Palace half. O'Reilly has it now on the halfway line. Goes back to Diaz. And City just playing around with it now. Semenyo tried to make a little run. Mark Way didn't give him the ball. So Semenyo comes back. Anderson now. Gives it out to Foden. No marks for what Foden's going to do. Gives it back to Kusanov. Palace trying to pressure City now. Anderson has it. Plays the ball to Semenyo. That gets cut out. Here come Crystal Palace. Just over the halfway line. Strand Larson. Nice little 1-2 where Pino tries to play it through to Nketiah, but it gets cut out. Foden comes deep to pick it up. Gives it to O'Reilly out on the right. O'Reilly is on the edge of the box. Still O'Reilly. Gives it back to Cherky. Cherky goes past. Cuts it back. And Foden misses another one. It looked a little bit more difficult to miss it than it was to score it. A little free header inside the 6-yard box, but doesn't connect with the ball. What are you going to do? Hi there, how are you? Mohammed, how are you keeping? Thanks for coming into the chat. Thanks for saying hello. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Let us know where you're from. If you're a Crystal Palace supporter, Man City supporter. Yeah, they're just showing the Foden thing again. He doesn't even hit it with his head. Terrible from Foden. Absolutely terrible. So, still 1-0 to City. So, City will get or Palace will get an opportunity to put it in the box now. Here we go. Oh, doesn't clear the first City defender, but they have it out on the left now. Kamada. Tamiyasu puts it across. It's a low one. Gets cut out. Haaland puts his foot through it. Clears it up to the halfway line. Come on, Palace. Come on, wake yourselves up. Do something. We can't have this City team starting to get in a little run together, winning a few games in a row. That would be disastrous. Here we go. Strand Larson is out there. Anderson and Diaz both on him. Oh, that was a free kick, but he's not going to get it. It goes out to a throw to City. Anderson is looking for the foul. Should I just foul Strand Larson? The two of you just fouled Strand Larson. And then you have the balls to go look for a foul on yourself. Seriously. Am I a Scouser? No. I'm Irish. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm Irish. Living in Ireland. Not a Scouser, I'm afraid. Do I sound like a Scouser? No. Just a Liverpool fan. Where are you from? Do I sound like a Scouser? I couldn't possibly sound like a Scouser. No chance. No chance. Good luck, mate. Good luck to you. Thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you again. Maybe you only wanted to talk to me if I was a Scouser. Okay, City. Just inside the Crystal Palace half. Mark Way has it. Foden has switched sides. I don't know whether Semenyo fancied the other side or whether Foden wasn't enjoying out on the right, but he switched sides. And anyway, uh, maybe he'll have better luck out there. Maybe he'll have better luck out there. Who knows? Anderson now. Guardiola just on the halfway line gets caught up in a couple of tackles. Nketiah loses it and then gives away a free kick as he gives Anderson a little tap on the ankles. It's just a little tap, Anderson. Get up. Get up out of that, would you? Little tap on the shoulders. Or on the ankles, not on the shoulders. That would be like kung fu sort of stuff, wouldn't it? Crystal Palace coming forward now. It's got a little bit sloppy from Crystal Palace, I have to say. But here they come. Wharton gets fouled. That's a yellow card by Cherky. Yeah. He looks all innocent. You know, they always look innocent, don't they? But Cherky knew exactly what he was doing. Wharton was breaking. And yeah, just pulls him back and yeah. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, not me, ref. I didn't do anything. Yeah. Cherky gets booked and anyway. Here we go. Crystal Palace. Oh my goodness. The ball came through. I'll tell you who crossed it. Oh, he would have been offside, but he's on his knees when he heads it around the penalty spot. Donnarumma was not getting there. He certainly was not getting there, but it wouldn't have mattered. He was offside. He was offside. So here come Palace now. Kamada. Back post. Oh, it's too long and too high. It's a poor cross. Mitchell has it now. Foden blocks the cross. It's put back in now. Strand Larson tries to get up. He can't get there. Semenyo heads it out. Crystal Palace pick it up. It's a little overlap. He doesn't give it to him. Puts it across. It's headed back out again. Crystal Palace pick it up again. But the crosses aren't great. Wharton, maybe he can put a better one on. He does! Oh! Mitchell. A free header. A free header. A great cross from Wharton. Mitchell finds himself on his own. Foden lets him go and he just can't direct a header on the goal. Foden lets him go. Poor game from Foden. And he heads it, bouncing it off the ground, but it goes wide of the post. Oh, should have done better. Should have done better. It's a little bit better from Crystal Palace in the last few minutes. Here come Palace again. Diaz picks it up. Over on the right-hand side now. Cherky has it. Just on the halfway line. They've slowed it down a bit now. Anderson just that walking pace. Gives it over to Markway. He in turn is just walking with it. Just still walking. Yeah, gives it back to Diaz. Yeah. Just try and take the sting out of it for a minute, Man City. Semenyo is back on the left again. Foden is looking for a home. That's what it is. Foden is looking for a home. He's back out on the right. Anderson. O'Reilly. O'Reilly leaves it. Oh. Oh. Crystal Palace give away a free kick. Don't know if that was a free kick or not. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's a free kick, yeah. Pino. Oh, misses the ball and catches Haaland on the place where his shin guard should be, but the shin guards are so small now that it gets him on the leg. So here we go. Short one from Cherky. Kusanov, Foden now. Foden tries to put it across, gets blocked down. Kusanov has to go back and collect it. Semenyo. It's a throw-in. The commentator says the corner. It's not. It's a throw-in. So Gvardiol takes the throw. Hurry the hell up, this new 5-second thing. Or is it 10 seconds? I think it's 5. They seem to be taking longer than 5. Anyway, that's for sure. Oh, a Crystal Palace player, Semenyo, deflects and hits Henderson in the head, I think. But a Crystal Palace player just dropped to the ground. I think it was Peña. I don't know what that was about. Cherky gets caught in possession. Mitchell. Oh, Nketiah now holds her up, waiting for support. Nketiah wins the free kick. Sent in. Nketiah can't get on the end of it. Donnarumma picks it up in the 6-yard box. O'Reilly. Foden is out on the right. He wants the ball. He gets it this time. Goes inside. O'Reilly has it. Still O'Reilly. Ends back up with Anderson. City now just playing it around. Little flick from O'Reilly to Foden. That doesn't work out. Ends up as a City throw. I think they'll take Foden off at half time. I think he's had a shocking game, to be quite honest with you. Looks like a player that's lacking a huge amount of confidence. Not that I care, by the way. Not that I care at all. Leave him on. Foden. Kusanov. Diaz. Goes over the far side this time, out on the left. Ends up with Semenyo. Every time Semenyo gets the ball, he's faced up by 2 Crystal Palace players. Sometimes 3, but Semenyo has it in the box now. Little pass in to Cherky. Cherky loses it. Strand Larson goes backwards. Wharton now has it. It's a good ball. Nketiah holds the ball up really well. recycles it, goes on the overlap, Penio tried to slip it through to him, but it gets cut out again. It's just that final pass that's letting Crystal Palace down at this present moment. It's just the final pass. Wharton is down. Just a little tap on the ankles. He'll be fine, I would imagine. So, 42nd minute almost. Man City on top. Crystal Palace 0, Man City 1. Man City have had a couple of chances. I can't really say that Crystal Palace have had any real clear chance. So probably at this present moment in time that 1-0 is probably a very fair result of what's after happening in the game. City quite possibly could have had another one, but for poor finishing. And I suppose a little bit unlucky as well, to be quite honest, especially with the Haaland one when it was 0-0. Yeah, so I suppose 1-0 is probably a fair reflection so far. So City do what City do now, just playing it around, play it from side to side, comes out to Foden on the right. I'm not going to say what he did, Foden, but let me just say that the ball is now out on the left, so you can imagine what he did. Mark Way puts it into the back post, switches it over to Foden, takes it down well. Oh, he finally decides to take it on, puts it a good cross. Haaland gets up, but can't direct the header towards the goal. It goes back across the 6-yard box. It's bouncing around up in the air at the moment. It breaks to Mark Way. Now, Diaz has it, and he goes out to the left this time. The one time Foden decides to go past the fullback, for want of a better word, clips it to the back post, causes a bit of havoc. So he has it again. Foden. Now he goes past him. Mitchell covers him well, and Foden ends up losing it. Crystal Palace end up coming away with it, but he's dangerously across the box. Wharton has to hack it over to the edge on the left-hand side. And it ends up as a throw for Palace. Crystal Palace player just running across the front of his box with the ball. Almost got himself into a whole heap of trouble. Kamada gives it to Wharton. Pino. Nketiah gets it. Spreads it wide. That was poor attempt by Palace. Just flies over the bar. So Palace, they do all right for a certain extent of the build-up, and then they sort of lose composure a little bit, panic a little bit, and are not play the correct pass or a good enough pass, and they're just lacking that little bit of composure, I guess. Now we're coming up to half time. Where I will go off and get a little drink. Long ball into the middle. Flicked on by Sherky. Semenyo has to come deep to collect it, stop from going out for a throw. Semenyo now has it on the edge of the box, goes to Cherky. Gives it back to Semenyo inside the box this time. Cherky again. Good shot. Henderson got down quickly to his right. Good shot from Cherky. Good move, but good save. And that's it. That's it for half time. City ahead 1-0. All right, I'm going to go and take a little drink for myself. We shall be back in time for the start of the second half. And I turn my mic on, you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. What a dumbass I am. Anyway, I was talking about the percentages of the game. Sure, you could see them there. It was paused for you, so you could see them. I won't go through them again. I know you couldn't hear me the first time. Just pretend you could hear me. But I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if Foden makes way at the start of the second half. He looks like a player lacking all sorts of confidence at all. The one time he did tried to go past the fullback, he did cause havoc. He got the ball to the back post, and there's a bit of havoc around Haaland, which there always is. But other than that, he's been quite negative when he's got the ball. He keeps wanting to give it back to Kustanov, and the ball just gets recycled all the time. Had two good opportunities, missed them both. So we'll see. We'll see what the Man City manager does. So, as I was saying when I was muted, I said some wonderful stuff, very insightful. I was talking about Man City just passing Palace to death. 323 passes versus 153 for Palace. That's a big difference. The passing accuracy, as I said, was 93%. But, when you're passing the ball 4 or 5 yards, it's easy to get a high percentage of passing accuracy. So we wait and see if there's any changes for the start of the second half. See if City are happy enough. See if Crystal Palace want to try do something to improve their shots on target, which was only one in the entire first half. Pretty dire, really, when you're the team that's playing at home. But they've only managed one shot. And I don't think they've actually worried Donnarumma at all. I can't remember the shot being a good shot, let's say. I think it was something that he probably handled very easily or handily. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the fans banter, for we'll be covering our live watch along of Liverpool's first game of the 26-27 season at Anfield. Really looking forward to that. Do check out, before you come to see us in our watch along, do check out our Liverpool Forest preview and the team selection that I went for. A couple of changes on that which I think are necessary. Have a look at that before you join us in the watch along. We'll see how close I get to the team that Iriola will put out. And we'll also have a little look and see if Gakpo is actually going to be playing for Liverpool tomorrow. And if he's not, it could be an indication that Gakpo is on his way out of Liverpool, because as we all know, everybody in the whole sort of football world knows now at this stage that the Bradley Barcola deal is done, sorted, and a bit of paperwork to be taken care of, and he'll be a Liverpool player in a couple of days officially. But now we have to, the chat now obviously turns to, is Gakpo on the way out of Liverpool? And what sort of price would he go for? Well, definitely with the price of the market and what Liverpool have been quoted for other players and what other players have gone for, Cody Gakpo has to be in the region to 70, 75 to 80 million, 85 million. Sure, why not? Why would Liverpool start giving players away on the cheap? I mean, he's a proven Premiership player. He's a Dutch international. He's played in the World Cup. So you got to figure out that his price tag is in around there, considered when Liverpool have reportedly paid for 120 million for Bradley Barcola. We see how he gets on. Now that he's a Liverpool player, I'll embrace him. I wasn't too fussed whether he came or not. I have said that numerous times. But now that he's a Liverpool player, we'll embrace him. We'll wish him well and hope he's actually fantastic. I did say at the start of the stream, you probably haven't seen that. You're probably not even going to see this in anyway. But a lot of Liverpool fan channels were losing their shit over the Bradley Barcola thing yesterday, as if we were getting, I don't know, Georgie Best in his prime, Maradona in his prime, Johan Cruyff in his prime. You probably don't know those players, do you? But you get my drift. Some fan channels saying, I told you so, our sources were right. Thanks for sticking with us and believing in us. Bleeding hell. Every dog on the street knew about Bradley Barcola possibly coming to Liverpool. Now it's just a bit of a waiting game. And then one person on another fan channel I heard saying that Bradley Barcola will become Liverpool's greatest player ever. I know. Makes me laugh too, because I'm older. And tell you one thing, for him to become Liverpool's greatest player ever would be some feat, to be quite honest with you. It would be some feat. Anyway, let's hope he gets on well at Liverpool. 120 million. Not quite as much as we paid for Alexander Isak last year. And so far, that's still a work in progress. Not too much more than we paid for Wirtz. And so far, that's still a work in progress. And yeah, so you see where I'm getting at. The price tag of a player doesn't necessarily define his quality. But, as I said, we wish Bradley Barcola well at Liverpool. And let's hope I am proved really wrong and Bradley Barcola is absolutely sensational. But I have my doubts. But I'll tell you one thing, and for that other fan channel, he will never become Liverpool's greatest player ever. That's not happening, I can tell you that right now. But hopefully he's a really good player for Liverpool over the next few years. As everything, time will tell. Time will tell. The teams are coming out for the second half in what should be a pulsating match. And thank you so much for tuning in to Fans Banter to spend your time watching us talk about a game of football. If you are in the chat, please do say hello. I know there's one person there. Anyway, that's it. Second half is about to kick off. About to get underway. No changes. Just the one goal for Man City. 1-0 to City. And we're off with the second half. Let's hope Palace can do something in the second half to keep it interesting. And anyway, keep it interesting. Keep me sort of interested in watching the game. And the only reason I'm watching it is to see City get beat. But at this present moment in time, it's not looking like that. Hey David, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Hi, it's a refreshing change to listen to you. I will follow you for sure. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're such a tiny channel, but I'm delighted that you find it refreshing. And thanks for the follow. I really do appreciate it. Stick around, enjoy the second half of Man City versus Crystal Palace, hoping for a Man City loss, because that would be better for Liverpool going forward. Not too bothered about Palace per se, but I would like City to not get off to a real good start this season. The last thing we need is for City to start racking up win after win after win. To be quite honest with you, the only game I hope they win is against Arsenal, because that would take points off them, and I hope Arsenal then beat them. Anyway, so at the moment here, it's 1-0 to Man City. Man City have passed Palace to death in the first half, and Palace need to do something. They need to improve their performance in the final third. Otherwise, City are just are going to grind out a 2-0 or a 3-0 win. And here they come. Semenyo on the edge of the box, cuts inside, shoots, goes out for a corner. First corner of the second half to City. And I think there was a substitution at half time, was there, for Crystal Palace? I missed it on the screen as I was rambling. If I had the headphones on, I would have heard, I suppose. So here we go. First corner of the second half for City. Larson is marking Hollands. They're having a little laugh and a joke as they pull out of each other. Anderson, very deep. O'Reilly heads it back, headed out. Foden hits it. There's a few players down on the ground. I don't know what the referee is doing. He's played things on. Cherky has picked it up, and anyway. Anderson. Diaz, Cherky, and Anderson. Here we go with the 5-yard pass wonders again. Kustanov has it now. Anderson. Guay. Yep. Back to Donnarumma. This is why they get 340 passes. O'Reilly. Wharton wins it off O'Reilly. And then Anderson him are having a little tussle. Anderson comes out on top. Gives it to O'Reilly. Oh, tries to clear it. Oh, Cherky gets it now. Bad pass from Anderson. Kalili picks it up. Puts it inside Pino. Tamayasu now out on the left-hand side. Mitchell puts it across. Oh, my goodness. Mitchell pulled it back from the end line. Nketiah, very close. A great ball from Nketiah. And then he gets the return ball. It just goes wide of the post. I think it actually comes at him a little bit too quickly. Mitchell fires it along the ground. Probably the best chance of the game, to be honest with you. So here we go. Foden out on the right. Gives it to O'Reilly. Nketiah tackles O'Reilly. Goes out for a City throw. Come on, City, will you? Or Palace. Sorry. No, not come on, City. Come on, Palace. Mark Way. Semenyo. Still Semenyo. Goes on the outside, puts it across, gets cut out. Mark Way picks it up. Cherky goes backwards. Diaz back to Mark Way. Goes back out to Semenyo out on the left. He stands on the ball, gives it back to Mark Way. He decides to switch sides. Oh, he ends back up with the goalkeeper from about 10 yards inside Palace's half. Anderson passes it 40 or 50 yards back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma made a mess of it, but City end up with a throw in their own half. So here we go. Here comes City again. Cherky gives it back to Anderson. Anderson, little pass to Semenyo. The defender hits it and goes out for another corner for City. Kalili out on the right has his hands full with Semenyo. He really does. You could almost see the fear in his face every time Semenyo gets the ball. Ball comes across. Anderson Anderson has a shot. £116 million player from about 16 yards out from the goal, and fires it over the bar. So Palace trying to play themselves out, probably putting themselves under a little bit unnecessary pressure because they've lost it now. And Foden has it. O'Reilly's out on the right. Goes inside. Cherky. There you go. Playing the ball out from the back, putting themselves under pressure. They lose it in the middle of the park. Foden picks it up. He slips it through to Cherky. They try to foul Cherky. He manages to stay on his feet and just pokes it. Just pokes it with his toes beyond the goalkeeper. And City are 2 up. Told you. Just clear the bleeding ball out. Look, it lays it into the middle of the park. It wasn't even a good pass. Foden picks it up, gives it into Cherky. Cherky goes past 3 of them, and then pokes it in between 2 Palace players. The keeper can't get to it. Oh, I mean, if you're Cherky, it's a good goal. If you're Palace, it's an absolute bleeding disaster. There you go. He tries to get him there. He tries to pull him back there. He does pull him back. Cherky keeps his balance and toe pokes it in. 2-0 City. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant stuff. And I'll tell you one thing. That scoreboard is taking far too long to change. Will I be covering? Yeah, Liverpool fan base channel. Yeah, so any Liverpool game that's on that I can cover, I'll be covering. I'll be doing the game tomorrow. It'll be on the air around 12 o'clock or so, and we'll take you through the whole thing. Check out our pre-match prediction video. Have a look at that on the site, and then after the live watch along, stick around for our match reaction and our player ratings videos. Oh, that's a fabulous goal! An absolutely stunning goal from City, from Palace. It was a free kick. Penyo, he has a big smile on his face. Let me talk you through that one, because the scoreboard's going to take a while to update. So it was a free kick. They got a free kick straight after the City goal. They went up. I didn't think anything was going to come from it. And he's about 10 yards outside the box, over the wall. It's a great goal. The keeper can't do anything about it. It's high to his left, right in the corner. It's a fantastic goal. It's a great free kick. 2-1. It comes back off the post and hits Donnarumma in the back and goes into the back of the net. Happy days. Barcola after coming in. I was saying earlier on, I wonder will Gakpo be in the matchday squad? If he's not in the matchday squad, it might be an indication that Gakpo was on his way out of Liverpool, because he's not going to risk Gakpo getting injured. I mean, these things have happened before, so I can see him putting Gakpo on the pitch if there's any indication at all that Gakpo wants to leave. And I think it'll be down to Gakpo. I don't think it's down to Liverpool wanting to get rid of him with Barcola after coming in. And now I think the decision will firmly be Cody Gakpo's as to whether he wants to stay or whether he wants to go. I think Liverpool would probably want Cody Gakpo hanging around, even with Bradley Barcola. It's not like they're short of a few shillings. And so, but the question will be is whether Cody Gakpo wants to stay now at Liverpool, if he feels he has a future at Liverpool. Time will tell. We'll probably know a hell of a lot more tomorrow. Cherky dancing around on the edge of the box, gives it to Semenyo. Semenyo gets it again. He loses it on the edge of the box. Wharton picks it up. He gets fouled, and that's Cherky. And he got booked in the first half, and that's a clear foul to me. Now I know I have my anti-Man City hat on, but that's another yellow card. Yeah, just barges into him, stops him from running, and then puts a smile on his face, holds his hands up in the air. But that's a yellow card. It's a clear block as Wharton tries to break out with the ball. Anyway, he smiles, so he doesn't get a card, which means he stays on the pitch. And the score is Palace 1, City 2. So still time. We still have a little bit of hope. Cherky shoots from outside the box. The bleeding shithead. Cherky has scored. It takes a huge deflection. He picks it up on the outside of the box. Heads towards the goal. He hits it. And I'll tell you now who it deflects off. But it looks like it takes a huge deflection. He picks it up. It hits Richards' leg, does it? Yeah, it hits his leg, and then that loops it above Henderson. Henderson has no chance. No chance. Oh, you know what? He gets a hand to it. Henderson gets a hand to it, even with the deflection. But there you go. Palace 1, City 3. Thanks, David. Look forward to seeing you. Say hello tomorrow if you drop in. Appreciate it. So, any chance of Palace getting back into this now at all? Here we go. Down the right, put through. Donnarumma picks it up in the 6-yard box. So Cherky is full of confidence now. We come on deep to pick the ball up. Mark Way gives it to Diaz. Diaz gives it over to Guardiola. Gives it out to Semenyo. Cherky be looking for a hat-trick now. Watch. Be going mad for a hat-trick. He has it now, Cherky. Outside of the box. Going across the box. Gives it to Foden. Foden gives it back to him. Foden comes back inside. It ends up with Anderson. Anderson goes to Guay and they're now back out on the left. Semenyo 1-on-1. Oh, the defender did well. Wharton. It's a free out. Here's the substitute coming in now. Strand Larson is heading off. He's done his bit for the day. A thankless task for him, really, up front. Grosson. Is Grosson, is that how you pronounce it? He's come in anyway. I think Palace have lost a little bit of belief. Lost a little bit of belief now. A long kick out. Anderson wins the header. Cherky. Here we go. Cherky. Kamada takes it off him. But Palace can't hold on to it. City pick it up again. They'll score again. Semenyo now out on the left. In the box. Gives it back. Ball is kept in by Foden. It wasn't a great cross, but Foden keeps it in. Anderson has it now. Goes back to Foden. They're going backwards now. Back to the halfway line. Foden. Guardiola. Semenyo. Haaland hasn't touched the ball in the second half, I don't think. Another corner. Somebody lost their shin guards. Well, it's not the goal. Oh, the goalkeeper lost his shin pads. How does the goalkeeper lose his shin pads? He has a picture of his child on his shin guards. How cute. I wouldn't pick that child up too often. You might let him drop. Corner comes in. Back post. Guardiola heads it back across. Henderson grabs it. Get rid of it quick. Come on. Throw it. No. Just stalls it all up. Gives Man City a chance to get all the way back. Palace come forward now on the halfway line. But yeah, I don't think they can get back into it. Well, here we go. Pino, puts it across the 6-yard box. There's nobody there. Donnarumma comes out. He doesn't get to it. Nketiah just needs to get his head to it, and he has a goal, but it's just beyond him. Donnarumma made a meal of that. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it, Donnarumma. I don't know what he was doing. What was he doing? What was he doing? Foden has lasted the game. I didn't expect Foden to be still on the pitch at this time, to be quite honest with you, because he had a very poor first half. Very poor first half. Wharton. Kamada gives it out to the left. Mitchell gives it back to Kamada. Kamada goes down the line. O'Reilly chases him. He has to go backwards. Tamayasu puts it in. Guardiola heads it out. Semenyo picks it up outside the box. Gets fouled, and that's going to be a free. Yeah, Kamili gets a booking. Nketiah is making way. I think McNeil is on. Gozo and McNeil on. So if you are watching us on repeat or you've just dropped into the chat, don't forget we'll be doing a live watch along Liverpool tomorrow against Forest. You'll be on there about 12 o'clock or so, and we take it through the whole afternoon. Hoping for a Liverpool win. Hoping to see Iraola get off to a good start at Anfield. And interested to see which players line out for Liverpool. It may tell us a lot. Cherokee has it again in the middle of the park. Seeing a lot of the ball now. Looks for Haaland. Gets cut out. Tomiyasu has done something to his knee, I think. Mitchell out on the left. Crystal Palace now just on their own halfway line. Trying to do something. Trying to get back into it somehow. They've put some fresh legs on. Maybe that'll make a difference. Lots of space. Oh, good ball through. Oh, Donnarumma comes out and gathers the ball around the penalty spot and gets a little friendly headbutt from Diaz on his chest. It wasn't quite Zidane-like, but, it was a little headbutt on the chest for the goalkeeper. 69 minutes gone. Almost 70 minutes gone. 70 minutes gone. Palace 1, Man City 3. Palace will have to do something extraordinary in the next 20 minutes to get anything out of this game at all. Oh, excuse me. I could have died. Diaz. Long ball down the line to Foden, who can't control it. Wharton now has it on the halfway line. Come on, Palace, do something. That's a foul, but the referee doesn't give it. Man City come away. Cherokee gets it in the middle of the park. Haaland tries to play Semenyo in out on the left. It gets cut out. And the commentator thinks Cherokee is the best player on the pitch. It's almost got to the stage now where they need to get a room together. Here comes McNeil. Give it to him out on the right. He does. Comes across. The commentator said the cross wasn't the worst looking thing in the world. I thought it was a terrible cross. It was lame. The men were at the back post. Donnarumma collects it on his 6-yard box, closer to the front post than the back post. Bit of a shocking cross, to be quite honest with you. Just put the ball up, let the players attack it. 3-1 down. You got to make the best of those opportunities. Guardiola gives it to Semenyo. Cherokee wants all the ball. Cherokee wants everything. Has it again. He gives a 2-yard pass to Anderson just to get it back up. That's why they have, 500 passes or something. Foden picks it up on the halfway line. Crossfield ball out to Semenyo. Semenyo controls it. Has a bit of space at the moment, but decides just to give it to Gray. He decides just to give it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly decides to give it to Diaz. Diaz gives it back to O'Reilly. But it ends up with Gray again. That's about 10 passes and they haven't moved 5 yards. So a long ball over the top. It's a poor ball. Henderson catches it on the edge of his box, throws it out quickly. Come on, Palace, will you liven yourselves up? Do something. Oh, long ball just played up. Donnarumma is outside his box, just passes it out to Guardiola. Diaz gives a short one back to Donnarumma, but Donnarumma gets it out to Guay. City or Palace are pressing, and they give away a foul. You're 3-1 down and you're pressing. You can't be giving away fouls. It's so easy for City then just to fall over. How many times do we see it? How many times do we see it? You would think their coach would be saying, when we're pressing and when you have them in trouble, don't be coming up too close to their backs because they're just going to fall over. And every single time it happens, and every single time they get a free kick, which makes the press pointless and what a waste of time. Another substitute for Crystal Palace. So here we go. Do say hello in the chat if you're in there. Thanks very much for watching the stream tonight. Really appreciate it. If you are watching us on repeat, please give us a little thumbs up on the video. Perhaps think of subscribing to the channel, small Liverpool fan channel. And if you are in the chat and you're still there and you have been there, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Please do. That would be fantastic. Really appreciate that. That's what you can do for us tonight. For tonight's entertainment, just give us a little thumbs up on the video, on the stream, and subscribe to the channel. So here we go. City. Diaz. Foden gives it back to Anderson. Anderson plays it over to Guay. Guay is going to give it to O'Reilly. Now, the smart ball would be just to continue along the path and give it out to Semenyo, but O'Reilly goes central. Cherky comes out to the left looking for it, and then they give it to Semenyo. Cherky wants it back again because he wants his hat-trick. He hasn't scored a senior hat-trick yet, apparently. And he's going mad to get one tonight. He has two so far. Semenyo. Anderson. Wharton dives in, but he doesn't get there. Anderson wins it. It ends up out on the right with Foden. And City are just doing what City do now, just recycling the ball back to the halfway line. Anderson, Cherky, that's 1-2. There's they've made 5 passes in the centre circle. Man City. They've made 5 passes in the centre circle. Anyway. Palace win it. A little bit more direct. They're trying to be a little bit more direct. They get a free kick. And here comes the substitution. And this is, I think, I haven't noticed this, but I think this is this new rule where the Crystal Palace player didn't get off the pitch in the 10 seconds apparently, and they kept the Crystal Palace player on the sideline. And I don't know what the referee is doing. There's something going on here. He's having a chat with somebody, and it's not the ball boy anyway. Yeah, and they kept the. He's pointing at his fingers. I don't know what he's saying, but they kept the Crystal Palace player on the sideline. Hold on, I'll put my earphones on, and then I'll have an idea of what's going on. I've missed it. There's lots of pointing, and there's lots of counting on fingers, and the referee is doing this, that, and the other, and I have no idea. 24 seconds it took the Kalili to leave the field, and that's why they kept the substitution on the sidelines. But earlier on, Semenyo was taking a throw, and they only have 5 seconds. Is it 5 or 10 seconds? And he took enough time, and then he gave it to another Man City player, which delayed the throw even longer. So yeah. The Moroccan wonder kid is about to come on. Bouaidi, who was linked with absolutely everybody after his first performance for Morocco, was it Morocco in the World Cup? Linked with Liverpool, he's never come onto Liverpool. Like so many other players that are linked with Liverpool, never come onto Liverpool. But it looks like he's about to make his debut for Man City. I don't know how much he went for in the end, to be quite honest with you. I didn't pay too much attention to him. He probably went for around 80 or 90 million. I don't know, 60, 70, 80 million. If you know in the chat what he went for, let me know. Was he worth it? No. Is any of them worth it? No. But that's the world we're living in at the moment. At the moment, Semenyo takes the ball down the sideline. And loses it, and Man City get a throw. Yeah, let me put this headphones back on and see what they say about Bouaidi. They might give me the price. So O'Reilly now. Here we go. Cherky's coming off, so Cherky's not getting his hat trick. Magical performance. Anderson is off. Cherky is off. Bouaidi. Bouaidi is on. Let's have a look at him, so. Let's have a look at Bouaidi. Bouaidi has it now. Semenyo. O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Here comes City. Oh. City break. The sub that came on, not Bouaidi, the other sub, puts it just wide of the post. Good run. Good confident run. Palace, nothing in this game for Palace now. There hasn't been anything in the game for a while for Palace, to be quite honest with you. City went 2 up. Palace got back into it quickly. But they couldn't really build on that, and Man City scored a third goal shortly after Palace got their first goal. And Foden inside the box. Haaland. Good run from Foden. Slips Haaland in. Haaland shoots it into the roof of the net. And that's all she wrote. Haaland gets his second goal of the night. Foden does something useful for the first time in the match. Yeah. Goes on a little run. Slips Haaland through, and Haaland gets the goal. Fires it with his left foot into the roof. Then Anderson can do nothing about it. And that's it. 4-1 to City. Yeah, Foden picks it up. Draws a couple of players in. Slips it to Haaland. Haaland hits the first time with his left foot into the roof of the net. 4-1. 4-1. Lovely jubbly. If I'd known I was going to be streaming a 4-1 Man City win, I wouldn't have bothered. City fans go wild. Get over yourselves. It's only it's only the start of the season. Don't be getting too excited. City fans now. It's only the start of the season. Relax yourselves. 10th goal in 6 appearances against Crystal Palace for Haaland. But he's a good goal scoring record against everybody, does he? I think there's one club in the Premiership that he doesn't score a lot of goals against. I can't remember the name. But there is one team that he doesn't do particularly well against. But generally, I think he scores against everybody. Buwaidi, the new sensation, gives it to Semenyo. Semenyo goes backwards to Foden. Yeah, it's been over for a while. The game now was a contest. I did say, about 20 minutes ago, that looked like Palace had lost a little bit of heart, let's say, when it was 3-1. They'd lost a little bit of heart, that they themselves didn't think they could get back into it. And they couldn't. And here come Man City again. Wharton's looking tired in the middle of the park. He throws out a lazy leg at a ball. Doesn't connect with it. City pick it up. Foden now has it. He goes backwards. Buwaidi gets it in the middle of the park. Well, not quite in the middle of the park. Over on the right-hand side. Plays a nice little ball out to the wing. And gets it again. I think they're just trying to give Buwaidi the ball, to be quite honest with you, because just to let him settle in, give him a feel for it. His first game in the Premiership, obviously. I think it is. It is his first game. He didn't play in the first game, did he? He didn't come on as a substitute or anything like that. I think it's his first appearance. Foden slips it through to Haaland. Haaland nearly got through for a hat trick. It'd be just typical of. It'd be a typical Haaland hat trick, because he hasn't done a hell of a lot in the second half. But yeah, he got a goal. He got a goal in the first half as well. It'd be just typical to get another goal and end up with 3 goals. And then you would say to yourself, wow, Haaland must have had a screamer. But that wouldn't be the case. But that's Erling Haaland. That's Haaland for you. Semenyo, lovely little body movement. Lets the ball go across and goes around the defender. But the defender gets back. Toe pokes. I think it's gone out for a corner. 87th minute. 87th minute. Cherky got man of the match. I suppose man of the match for Cherky. O'Reilly goes off. Not as influential in the second half as he was in the first, I didn't think. I thought he had a really good game in the first half. Kuznov gone off as well. So I won't say they're getting a rest for the game's nearly over. Braithwaite and Reyes comes on. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Reyes. Long ball from Foden. One of the players I didn't expect to even come out for the second half, to be quite honest, which I thought he was kind of poor in the first half. But Wade, he gets it again. Just a simple thing. Just passes it backwards. All over. 4-1. 4-1 to City. So there we go. City play 2-1-2. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for our watch along as Liverpool play Forest at Anfield. Liverpool's first home game of the new season. It'll be our first Liverpool watch along of the season. Oh, well, the first Liverpool. Yeah, it'll be our first Liverpool watch along, I think. City now just running down the clock, just playing the ball around. Let's hope there's not like 5 minutes or something. 89. Because when it's a big scoreline, it really should be just blow it up. Well, the 90 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of City passing the ball around, killing the clock. Okay, so this will be a good time for me to chat about our fan channel, a little tiny small Liverpool fan channel. We do watch-alongs of Liverpool when we can, almost every week. We check out our game preview videos and our after match reaction videos and player ratings and so forth. And that will be the bulk of our Liverpool content. And then we'll do, like tonight, we'll be doing other games as the occasion arises and when we can. I still work for a living, obviously. We're only 138 subscribers. Subscribe to the channel, then I can retire. No, not really. No, but yeah, if you do like some of the stuff that you see here on Fans Banter, perhaps this wasn't to your liking. Perhaps you're not a Man City fan. Perhaps you're not a Crystal Palace fan. If you're a Liverpool fan, check us out tomorrow. If you like what's going on, you like our stream, you could probably give us a little thumbs up on that. Subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. That's all we want from you guys. We've no adverts. We've no sponsors. We've no paid paywall. We never will have these things. We have no paid or members only content. We've no VPNs. We've no ball shavers. We're not directing you anywhere else. We're not giving you adverts. Because one thing that bugs me, if you pay for YouTube premium, you don't want to see a 3 or 4 minute advert on a stream, do you? Because the reason the reason you're paying for YouTube is that you don't want to see adverts, and we won't have any of the adverts. The only thing you will get on our video is the little stream starting soon thing that will be at the start of it. That's the only thing you will ever see in our videos. So please do support small channels. Please do give us a little thumbs up. Please do subscribe to the channel as Man City are running down the game here against Crystal Palace. Man City, well-deserved winners, to be quite honest with you. It was close for a while. The first half was pretty even. And in the end, City, well, they come out comfortable winners in the end. And they've played 2-1-2. So let's hope Liverpool can get off to a start tomorrow as they face Forest. Let's hope that we can get a win under our belt. The one thing I don't want to happen is for Iriola to be struggling to get that first win, to be, they get a draw tomorrow or they get beat tomorrow. I have predicted that Liverpool will win 2-0 tomorrow. But the one thing I don't want to happen for Iriola is for his first win officially, in the Premiership to drag on for a couple of weeks, because that's going to start all the chatter and stuff like that. So I really do hope that tomorrow puts to bed that, and Liverpool get a win under their belt, and then they can build from there. If they get a draw tomorrow, and then if just by crazy, just take that they lose the next game, and then another draw, the pressure starts to build. Not, I don't think it'll be the pressure from the Liverpool sort of hierarchy or anything like that. It's just the media pressure, the fan pressure, all that type of thing will start to build up. So I really hope that Iriola can get the win tomorrow and put to bed that sort of scenario. The scenario that I have painted in my head, and anyway, may not be a real thing, but I really hope it doesn't turn to that, and that Liverpool can actually get one done tomorrow, and then they can relieve some of the pressure in my head, if that makes sense. Some of my thoughts about it. Anyway, that's just me rambling as City wrap up the game. 94 minutes and 10 seconds, so 40 or 50 seconds left, and then I will just finish straight after that. Listen, thank you so much for joining us. If you have watched us on repeat, fair play to you. It's one of the hardest things to do in the world is to watch a watch-along on repeat. I'm well aware of that. It's also very hard to get the desire to watch a smaller channel. I understand that, but sometimes smaller channels are better. You can get your point across, you get heard in the chat and what have you. So hopefully we can get to that stage where we have some good chat going on in the chat as we watch the match together, and as we build a little community here on Fans Banter. As I said, always free, always here, always available for a chat. Anyway, listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on repeat. Thank you so much for getting this far. It's almost an impossible task, I know. And that's it. Game is over. City get off to a good start in the 26-27 season. Play 2-1-2. Crystal Palace. Poor performance from them score-wise tonight. I mean, they tried their best. They lacked a little bit of composure in the final third, and I think that's what caused them in the end. Anyway, thank you so much for watching us, and that's Fans Banter. See you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Cheerio. Look after yourselves.